Hello, I'm Todd Britson, Director of Solutions at CRi. And today I'm going to talk about setting up a good UX practice. So really it starts with the company. So the company, what I mean by that is not just the leadership that's going to help ensure that we have funding for the individual team, but also the full project team. Because, see, they need to embrace this new individual. They need to make sure that they understand that a new UX person doesn't really just add to the project timeline or add to the project budget. Really, they should be taken away from the project timeline and away from the project budget, because that person is going to make sure you get it right the first time. They're going to prevent you from having to do redesign, redevelopment, and retesting after you go to the market. So understanding that is important. The next thing to do is hire. And I say hire rather than promote, because when a person is looking to become a UX person, a lot of times you look at your current design team, if you have one, and you think this person can now be our UX guru. Well, the thing is, if he or she is a really great designer, then that's probably where they need to be. And they're more set for that, because I want to tell you that a UX person and a user designer are really two different types of people. One's a finisher and one's a starter. And I'm going to explain that. So first you start with design, so that's true. We all know design does come first, and then you move into development. But with that, the design group can actually be broken up into two different areas too. So that's what I mean by the UX and UD person. So this person is really the starter of the project. And your traditional designer is really the finisher of the design group. So with that, he or she will finish the product. Take that idea of what the product is and really make it pop, really polish it up and make it so it's ready for development. But your UX person is really going to figure out what needs to be in that project. So they're going to look at the feature sets and decide what should be dropped, what should be added, what are the users really needing. So that's the difference between these two roles, and a lot of times why you just don't want to just promote a UD person to a UX person. So let's get into that group. UXD, User Experience and Design Group, really has three parts. One is research. And what I mean by research is that's the person that's really going to go out and gather data. So doing competitive analysis, looking at Google searching, whatever he or she can do to get information brought back to you. Then that person will bring it to the UX person. The UX person will take this data and be able to determine what are users looking for? What do we need to do in this product? However, this person will also bring a bunch of questions, because this person is going to look to figure out what is missing, what do we need to do differently. So this person is going to decide how to get those answers. That person will walk out on the streets if needed and interview people, interview users, whatever it is, to be able to get those answers so that we can make sure that we're making the right project, doing the right product the first time. The third person is your UD person. This person doesn't go away. This person is very valuable to this whole project as well. This person needs to make sure that the product is now developed and designed and ready for development. So that's really the three groups. And I'm going to explain kind of how that works. So right here you might have three different approaches, A, B, and C when you develop a project. So the designer might come in and say, okay, what approach should we take? And the designer is going to quickly be able to tell you some pros of each one and say, hey, B has more pros than A's and C's. B is your best approach. And you could go with it. However, once you go to market, you might find out that didn't hit the mark right. Well, a UX person will come in and say, let's ask the researcher, or let's go get some research and figure out really what type of information do we know about these three approaches. And he or she's going to fill that out and figure out more information. But then the UX person, like I said before, also seeks answers. So he or she will ask some more questions and figure out what else do we need to know to be able to make this answer, to be able to figure out what do we really want to develop. And once they answer all these questions, they can easily see C. C has your best pros. So C is your right approach. However, your UX person probably isn't really going to select A, B, or C. What they're going to say is, oh, 50% of C is right on. So really, I want you to do half a C. And then I'm going to have you do a little bit of A, a little bit of B, and this is the product that we need to go to market with. This is the product that's going to make everyone happy, make your users get what they want. So that's what a UX person can bring to this project. All right, so this all may seem a bit complicated, and it is a bit. But once you get it going, it kind of runs smoothly from there. Now, I do want to point out that we have an outstanding UXD group here, right at CRI. And why I bring that up is we can help you with this. We can either take all these roles on ourselves or just part of it, just to help build your team or help train your team as you go. So if you're looking to hire, CRI Staffing can definitely find you the talented people you're looking for. But if you're looking for a partner, we'll be happy to work with you on that. So please contact us at gig@clientresourcesinc.com. Call the number on the screen, or just fill out the form above. We look forward to working with you. Thanks a lot.